Sarada's new ocular power has a special hidden ability that no one was able to catch. Not only that, its similarity with Kawaki's dojutsu can change everything about the story. Is Sarada actually the one who changed Boruto's fate, and will she be getting Otsutsuki level powers? Let's find out. One of the most awaited moments of the Boruto series has finally taken place in chapter 80. Sarada unlocked her Mangekyo Sharingan, and while there is some heated debate going online regarding the real trigger of this eye, the future role and abilities of this dojutsu are more interesting. Let's understand what exactly led to Sarada's Mangekyo awakening. First and foremost, the moment Boruto's fate changed, Sarada got the news of Naruto's possible death. The possibility of the person whom she admires the most dying must have led to the first stroke of misery on her, when she later realized that her teammate is being accused of a crime that he didn't even commit. It must have worsened her already messed up mental health, which led to her awakening the Mangekyo Sharingan. Now some say that it was the love that she holds for Boruto which has triggered the Kekkai Genkai in her eye. While I won't say that isn't a possibility, rather I think it's a combination of multiple events that led to Sarada unlocking this power. The very first step to awakening the Mangekyo happened back in chapter 78 when Boruto saved her from Kawaki. This act of bravery from Boruto's side made her realize that how much he cares for his comrades, and especially for her. Now that this incident had aroused some sense of respect, care and love for Boruto in Sarada's heart, the omnipotence incident, which literally happened a while later in the story, must have completely destroyed the mental well-being of Sarada. She even got the news of Naruto's passing, which could have acted as another trigger to this spectacle. The Mangekyo awakening even made Sasuke believe that Sarada is not baffling, which made him decide to tackle his own feelings and memories by siding with Boruto once for all. But what if I told you that this scene right here when Sarada activates her Mangekyo is actually a proof of her broken power? Back in chapter 69, Mitsuki told Sarada that they both need to get more stronger. While it was practically impossible for both of them to rank up to Boruto and Kawaki's level, it seems like Sarada's Mangekyo has granted her a power that will do the job for her. The moment when Sarada looked at Sasuke, she must have unintentionally activated her special ability, the ability that could make anyone submit to her will without further questioning, similar to the power used by Lelouch Code Geass. The reason I think it activated unintentionally is because there might be some parallel going on between Sarada and Aida. There were some designs from Naruto the Lost movie that have made it into the series, like the eyes of Sarada and Aida hold some resemblance to the flags of the Otsutsukis on the moon. These designs were actually meant for another part of Naruto, but Kishimoto couldn't manage the weekly schedule of the Jump magazine, so he dropped the idea. However, it seems like some of those concepts have made their way into the Boruto series, including the contrast in their dojutsus. So Sarada unintentionally activating her power, just like Aida, is a huge possibility. If the manipulation theory turns out to be true, then Sarada might be able to make people switch their minds on the Boruto-Kawaki conflict. The only obstacle that she's gonna be facing will be Kawaki, who would be immune to all her powers. But is that the only vital power that Sarada is gonna possess? Well, if we look at Sarada's Mangekyo design and then compare it to Kawaki's dojutsu, they both seem to resemble a sun. In Sarada's Mangekyo, the sun is giving away its light, while in Kawaki's dojutsu, the sun is absorbing the light and the rays are pointed towards it. This could mean that Kawaki will be the one who's gonna be stealing life from others, while Sarada would be enlightening the lives of other people. I'm not saying Kawaki would be killing people and Sarada shall be reviving them. Rather, Kawaki's actions would ultimately lead to making people's lives miserable, while Sarada would be the key to relighting the hopeless hearts of people. I feel like the reason Sarada got the sun-shaped Mangekyo is because her role is to eliminate the truth. Since the reality has become really confusing due to omnipotence, Sarada unveiling the facts to people who are trapped in the false world makes a lot of sense. Another thing that I figured out by observing the similar patterns of Kawaki and Sarada's dojutsus, it could be that the contrast in the sun shape is a reference to the viewpoint that they both share by seeing Naruto as their mentor. While Kawaki wanted to protect Naruto and ended up taking extreme measures that badly affected a number of people, especially Boruto, Sarada truly understood the true teachings of Naruto and decided to become a Hokage just like him. While Kawaki is about to destroy the shinobi world, Sarada will try to protect it at the cost of her life. This explains how Naruto's unconditional love ruined Kawaki, and Sarada looking up to the Hokage has led to her betterment. An amazing point that I figured out is that since Boruto is no longer the sun, he'll probably become the moon, and Sarada might be the sun that will enlighten the moon, leading to the Jogan's awakening. The contrast that she shares with Aida also hints at a major conflict between the two. Before figuring out how they both will clash in the future, let's dig deep into the unique abilities of Sarada's ocular power. The Mangekyo Sharingan has been shown to reflect the desires and emotions of the user's heart. It is often said that this dojutsu reveals the true nature and deepest desires of the user. Different users of the Mangekyo Sharingan have demonstrated unique abilities that align with their personal desires, emotions, or experiences. For example, Itachi's Mangekyo granted him the ability to use Amaterasu, which represented his feelings of hatred and desire for vengeance. Sasuke, on the other hand, developed the ability to use Amaterasu as well as Susanoo, reflecting his desire for power and his pursuit of revenge. This means the power of Sarada's Mangekyo is also gonna be a manifestation of her emotions and desires. We know Sarada's greatest wish is to protect Boruto, and maybe that's the same reason which acted as a trigger for this power. Assuming that's the case, then Sarada helping Boruto by forming an army of his supporters is pretty plausible. All of those people might be affected by the same power that she used on Sasuke. We should keep in mind that if Sarada's new abilities will be all about protection, then she could have some healing powers as well, like healing the wounds of her comrades with the Mangekyo by rewinding time or something like that. However, having too many healer characters would be repetitive for the plot, so it's a bit far-fetched idea. Sarada being the one behind Boruto's Jogan awakening can be a huge possibility. One of the reasons I think this way is because of the dismissed idea of Naruto Part 3 by Kishimoto. He is still using some concepts from the retcon sequel in Boruto, and we shouldn't forget the last movie had some stills which resemble the Jogan Senringan and Sarada's Mangekyo. All of them could be connected somehow, and Sarada not only granting Boruto the hope but also the ability that would save him from darkness would be a good addition to the plot. Coming on to how Sarada might end up in a rivalry with Aida, even though she ain't acting against Boruto as of recent, Sarada could sooner or later figure out that the omnipotence was a result of Kawaki's wish. And considering the fact that he tried to kill her before, she would definitely hold a grudge for him that might end up in a huge conflict sometime in the future. Seeing the hate that Sarada holds for Kawaki, Aida might have to interrupt and face Sarada one-on-one. Her Mangekyo could awaken some power that will be advantageous against Aida, and maybe the mission of Sarada and Sumire would simply be to figure out more about the cyborgs and Kawaki's plans. Kishimoto wants the next generation to surpass the previous one, so he must rank up both Mitsuki and Sarada to Otsutsuki level in order to keep them relevant to the plot. As for Sarada Susanoo, I think it would be inspired from Japanese goddess Hachiman, who's known as the divine protector of Japan and its people. It could even be in the form of the sun goddess Amaterasu or some other mythical creature. As for the role of the Susanoo, it could be really advantageous to Team 7 when they would be fighting any Otsutsuki level danger. The only thing which bothers me is that Jigen was able to get Sasuke out of his Susanoo and he wasn't even using his full power. Keeping this in mind, if a real Otsutsuki appears in front of Sarada, the power gap is gonna be huge. So I think her Mangekyo and all the abilities related to it will play a vital role till the Kawaki arc only. If the story decides to take an extraterrestrial turn, then Sarada would either be removed from the main plot or would get an Otsutsuki level power up to stay relevant in the story. But is there any chance for new Otsutsukis to appear in the series? Find out more about it in this video and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing theories. I will see you next time.